So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a bar replacement on one of my Husqvarnas. Good morning, mate. Mark Schneider here today, and today we're actually going to do some fun things with the chainsaw. But first, I'm going to show you something that's so weird. Been on this property, we set up this fence originally for the horses back like when we first moved here back in like I think '04. It's gone. The whole fence. All of the fence. It's gone. So I won't lie, it's a little weird the fact that I get to, let's do up this button first, because one, safety precautions, should do up my chest tears so they don't catch fire. But another safety tip, I gotta take off my ring. I'm a ring guy, I like wearing rings. And this ring, actually if you guys want to get this ring, because it's actually a nice little ring, I actually just bought it off Amazon, so I'll leave the link for that down in the description. It's a nice little ring, but you gotta take her off because I'm gonna be working on some chainsaws here, and you don't want to catch and lose a finger. And that's important for any type of mechanical work or body work. So what I was saying before, it's kind of weird. I'm in my workshop. I have a giant ass work table here. So now instead of working out in the yard, working somewhere, I can work in here. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. I have my work table ready to go. Chainsaw 1. Chainsaw 2. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a bar replacement on one of my Husqvarnas. It melted away. These Husqvarnas are old. I think one's from the 80s and one's from the 90s. I inherited one of these. I bought the other one. But I love my old Husqvarna chainsaws. I have good carry cases for them. I loop them up every time. And we're going to be sticking this brand new Oregon stainless steel aluminum core bar on it. Comes with a chain, which is nice because then I don't have to buy another chain. And this was expensive. But I'm going to be upgrading from a 15-inch bar to an 18-inch bar on my big machine. Lovely. The one thing I hate about chainsaws is they leak everywhere. No matter what you do, they always will leak. Let that sit there and dry. So if I zoom in on the camera, bring this up to you guys can see my chain is going into the bar and the end of my bar is melted. She's done. So time to get rid of this bar and put on a new one. This is my small Husqvarna. It is a Husqvarna 137. It's a good old girl. I got this from my grandfather, Poppy. Good old machine. Next is my big boy. Take out my tools. Since now I have the workshop, I can actually keep these tools in here. Put this down as well. This bad boy is my 340. It's an awesome chainsaw. I bought this off a guy for like 200 bucks. Haven't had to do any work. This is the guy we're going to put the big bar on, and then we're going to be taking his bar and putting it on my little guy. Because both of them are having 15-inch bars right now. So this lube, this is also from Oregon. I didn't notice that I was from Oregon. I bought this from a Husqvarna shop. Oregon does support Husqvarnas and I think a few others. I prefer Husqvarna chainsaws because they're a lot more fun. This is bar lube. You do this at the end of your barb. You just take it in and it's a little plunger. You go. That way you keep your bars. I use this every time I use my chainsaw. Really awesome. Husqvarna chain sharpener and chainsaw tool. This tool is what we're going to be using today. Very useful. Take off the slider. As you can see, this bar I might have to replace in the future anyways, as it's seen some use. Alright. So to take off this blade off of the Husqvarna 340, we gotta undo these bolts. My Lucky Dandy old Chevy hubcap. Put our bolts in here.
Sometimes I think about myself. I wish I was somewhere else, far from my fear, anxiety, far from my weakness. I could be gone, but I'm just afraid. I refuse to fix the problem, and I think I can carry on. You can lie, you can try, but you'd like to leave this feeling. We got to breathe, to dig, to live the life we are dreaming. It could go wrong, but I'm just a nest. You must be lonely, but you could be crazy if you keep looking down. Don't you cry no more, even if I hate no more, even if I want more, you're here, tears is in mine.
Okay, now I recall what I'm doing. My brain just died for a minute there. Pull off the chain, pull the bar out. That's a bar. Be careful here. That's your chain. This 15-inch bar actually is a higher end bar. It actually has a gear driver on the end for the chain to go, and it's got several stress points for heat exertion. I actually didn't realize this bar off my bigger chainsaw, this 15-inch, it's a lot better. Look in here, you can see that's a clutch plate, clamps, seals, starts, turns the motor. A lot of fun. Now, oh, this guy might be hard to take off the chain. Come on. Small guy, come on. There we go. Take off the bar. Actually, this chain ain't bad. So I might keep this chain or reuse this chain off my little guy, because the chain actually... No, the teeth are fine and everything. She's fine. Of course, it's covered in bar oil. Yeah. So you can see right here. So the rest of the bar actually doesn't look that bad. Looking in the grooves, she doesn't look that bad. But what happened here with this bar is I melted the end off. The one line where it fits and goes into this gear, you can see, and there's oil coming out. So I lubed it every single time because there's lube coming out. I just melted the bar. The bar just fine, and you can see she's starting to give on this side too. Too much heat, too much wear, too much gone. Melted the end, and you can tell by the blackness. This bar just heated up too fast, too quick, and it's done. It was an Oregon bar too. Says the teeth on it. So this bar, she's done for. She's trash. Melt end. So now what we're going to do, because you can tell the difference, this is an actual Husqvarna blade. I can tell by the engravings on it. Needs 325 teeth, 16. Okay, so this is a 16-inch blade. So I'm going from a... Yeah, okay, so we're going from a 15-inch to a 16-inch on my big boy, on my little boy. Tells you all the information right on the blade. So now let's stick this on my little guy. Stuck this bar on, she's nice and tight. Now what we want to do is grab the cover for it. Slide this on. Nice and snug. Kind of have the bar the way you want it to position now. Not too much tightness. I always like to do this even though I do have a tuning bar. A tuning nut on this one. To change it, tune it, whatever. I always like to kind of make sure I get my best fit for my bar before I tighten down these bolts. But let's just slide these on quick. Now get her all kind of tuned up. A good way to do it is with your little, good way that I was taught. Might not be the best way, might not be the correct way. You guys will tell me in the comments. Best way I was taught is take your little tool, see if you can just gap it in there. If you can gap it in there, so she needs to just be a little bit more tight. But if you can just gap it in there, that's good because you want it to have a little bit. You don't want your teeth popping out and hopping off your blade, but you do want a little bit of slack because when you're using a chainsaw with heat, it heats up, and as it heats up, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and you don't want your chain melting off the end of your bar. Because the tighter you are, the more friction you have. The more friction you have, the more your chainsaw can break. Alright, let's tighten it down.
Sometimes I think about myself and I wish me the best, but I just think I'm missing my voice and skills, I must confess. I'm speaking in English, but I'm just French. I would like to speak.
So now this Husqvarna, she's all ready to go. This is a new chain, so because I put on an old chain on her, I'm not thinking actually putting extra bar oil or anything on this. But if she was a brand new chain, I like to just dip my new chains in some bar oil. She's got enough slack on her. She is sharpened from the last time I used her, so this is a real Husqvarna blade going back on my Husqvarna 137. Nice little chainsaw. It's always been reliable. I've always used it, and it's really been awesome to use. So now let's bring back over this boy. We need to open this package. Take out my old handy dandy X-Acto knife. Oh, know what? Let's bring out big boy Mastercraft knife.
Better add a bit of fine rhyme to my letter on time like a watchmaker. You can lie, you can try, but you'd like to leave this feeling. We got to breathe, to dig, to leave the life we...
Teeth end, not worn out at all. Yeah, you can see on this guy, it's really worn out. Even the teeth are worn out. So, a nice 18-inch bar. She just goes on right here. Slider. There we go. She's in. Now, just because it's a brand new bar, what I want to do, grab myself a little bar and chains oil from AMS. Some nice premium weather. Oh, this one's not open actually. Or if you want to go actual, I got some Husqvarna chain and bar here oil as well. This one's all season, so it's a little bit nicer. I'm just going to take a little bit in here, pour it in my cap, and just run it along the seams.
We are dreaming, it could go wrong, but I'm just a nest. You must be lonely, but you could be crazy if you keep looking down.
We're just noticing this now. This guy doesn't have a little filler on the end. I actually don't like that. It just has it right here, which where they grease her up. Use some grease in there with the bar oil. Make it all nice and greasy. Now the only reason I'm putting both grease and bar oil in here is then when I do go to use it, she's nicely coated and stuff, and then I don't have to worry about it just in case. Because I do it every time. Every time I use my chainsaws, I hit them with grease before and after, and I put brand new bar oil in. The only reason though I'm doing this now is just in case I forget, just in case someone else picks up my chainsaw. I want to make sure, for sure, that she's nice and loomed up. Because last thing you want is this seizing or this burning the tip or the end of your chainsaw. So now we got that out of the way. Put that in, nice and snug there. Now we need to grab the knife again and grab this chain. Oh, lovely. I can definitely tell this already has oil on it, which is awesome. Came pre-packaged with oil. It's great. I'm going to give her an extra little coat of oil. This is actually a really nice chain. Looking at this, that's a really nice fine tooth chain, and like kind of actually better duty. These are 95. Yeah, well here I'll show you the whole specs I'm using. That's what I'm using on this. It says 72, but it says on each one of these, if you can see that, if it focuses, it says 95. But we're just going to rub some bar oil on it first, just to be safe. Hold some bar oil. Squeeze up. Nice and greasy. Well, actually, because I want to be nice, let's put this right side up so the name is right side up. I'm not sponsored by this. This is not a sponsored video by any means. I just like using Husqvarna, AMS, and Oregon blades and parts. I mean, if they want to come and sponsor me, go ahead. We do this stuff all the time. So let's just slide this chain right on. Where I want to sit, but this one's a different tuning mechanism, so I don't care about that. Care about that a lot less. This one can be tuned a lot easier because it's just a screw on the inside of the blade between the guard and the chain and the bar. So tighten her right up.
Sometimes I think about myself. I wish I was somewhere else, far from my fear, anxiety, far from my weakness. I could be gone, but I'm just afraid. I refuse to fix the problem, and I think I can carry on. You can lie, you can try, but you'd like to leave this feeling. We got to breathe, to dig, to leave the life we are dreaming. It could go wrong, but I'm just a nest. You must be lonely, but you could be crazy if you keep looking down. Don't you cry no more, no more. Tears is in mine.
See here? Put up. That. Guard is down. Now that we have the new chain and bar on, let's give her a test go. I got a stump here I gotta remove. Let's try it. Primed it.
And I wish me the best, but I just think I'm missing the voice and skills, I must confess. I'm speaking English, but I'm just French. I would like to speak better, add a better fine rhyme to my letter on time, like a watchmaker. You can lie, you can try, but you'd like to leave this feeling. We got to breathe, to dig, to leave the life we are dreaming. It could go wrong.
That went through that. I did not fast forward. That's real time cut. That went through that, and it was this stump was still alive because it was growing new. It's trying to regrow itself, but I didn't want that. Look, it just went right through like nothing. It did not care. Nice. So, well, that removes the stump I needed to get gone, and nice 18-inch Oregon blade and chain now on, well oiled, sharpened, everything. I approve. Really good. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked this video. Smash that like button, destroy that like button. If you guys want to see more stuff, especially with the chainsaws, I can show you guys more chainsaw stuff if you want. Leave a comment down below if you guys want to see more of these bad boys, because we can do it. Alright, hit subscribe, that way you'll be hit subscribe and then hit that little bell notification button, because that way you'll be notified of any new videos come out, chainsaw, car, truck, or my general little workshop. You'll be first to know what happens. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Follow your dreams. Peace.